Sorry, I gotta take care of this.
Hello everyone. Little Miss Smudgy Glasses over here. Poor thing. I cleaned them yesterday. They were terrible.
It was amazing.
I said.
I thought I was going blind. I always say that.
She does. She always says that. She thinks it's funny. Sometimes it is. Sometimes we tell.
Well, you know, the dirt accumulation, it arrives gradually, so it's not like a...
Yeah, like all of a sudden it creeps up on you.
It do. But now there are some
times when you're like, whoa, this is obviously.
Yeah, when...
I'm just going to wait until she's, done doing her thing, then we'll start our thing here.
All right.
Hello, everyone. It's Sunday. We're going to watercolor today. Woohoo! It has been requested by many, like over time. But here recently, some definite interest in the Dagger brush and, some techniques and things. She keeps turning around on me.
I just keep turning around. I know. And I'm going to look up my watercolor people here.
Okay, we're not quite at that point.
Okay.
This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And whoops, wow. Where did my little brain go? And together we are PM Artist Studio. I don't know where my brain went. It just went.
Happens.
Well, you keep messing with me. I'm off my little usual thing. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. If you just want to be a number, that is totally fine with us. We do like to say hello. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're unsure, totally fine. Hang out. We're a friendly bunch. Especially those
For the most part.
For the most part, everybody in the chat's always friendly. If not, then, we get on to them a little bit. It has happened once or twice. Just happens. All right. So, let me say hello to everybody that is here in the participants.
I'm just slopping water in. You're not missing anything.
Okay. We've got Becky, Carrie, Charmaine, Christy, Colleen, Darcy, Dana, Devin, Eddie, Effie, Jolyn, Kathy, Carrie, Lydia, Mary Ellen, Maxine, Michelle, Mitzi, Nancy, Panka, Sherry, Silver Granny, that's Lynn, Sonia, Star Traveler, that's Linda, Suzanne, hello, I think you are new, Suzanne. Texture Junkies, that's Sharon, the Messy Palette, that's Diane Down Under. You like that? Is that a good little nickname? Let me know.
Dee Dee.
Some Day-Day.
DDU.
The Shelly Studio, that's Margot. Tina Spanberg. Oh, goodness. See, people started loading in there, and it's like messing with me here. Oh, okay. Tina. Trish. Violet's here. Hopefully, let's see here. If I missed it, it really was not on purpose. I think like Marcia popped in there. Maybe Mary Ellen. I think Lydia or Linda did. Yeah, see, I can't tell. Once I'm in it, I'm in it. Xandra did. All right. If I missed you, just give me a pink little, wavy hand, and I'll be sure to say hello, because I don't want to miss you. I do want to say, OMG, I feel like this is the best hop ever. It was really well done. You guys just went above and beyond, and just so cool. I'm looking forward to those of you that do the process videos afterwards. It's just going to be exciting. I did want to say, I know normally I don't read out the list of everybody that's on there, but I just so happen to have it in front of me. So I'm going to tell y'all who all was in the hop. It was Eddie, Xandra, both Eddie and Xandra that are here. Pages of an Art Journal, that's Christina. Devin, she's here in the chat. Felicia. Oh, Felicia and her cakes. I miss Felicia. I know that girl works hard, but man, I love it when she's in a hop. She's like OG. She's original.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she goes way back.
She does.
And we've actually talked to her.
Hung out with her online. She did. Kylie was in there. Texture Junkies, that's Sharon. She helps out with putting it on. Actually, I don't think she helps out. She's really the main one that put it all together. I'm more the helper in this moment in time. Let's see, and then we've got Artsy Solutions, that's Sonia, and Art Curious by M&W, that is Miriam, she is here. Hello, Chris and Miriam. Oh, Hoarder Paper Crafts, that's Mimi. Hello, guys, I'm so glad you were popping in. And then, let's see, Shelly Studio, that's Margot, she's here, and then Sherry Black Dog Designs. fantastic. I mean, you guys just warm my heart. I love that the Creative Collab has gotten to this point, and I'm very excited about what the next year brings too. I kind of have some ideas about that. Still mulling it over. Because we always change it up a little bit. You know, we don't do the exact same thing. Hello, Carol. Hello, Ricky. Did I say hello to Mitzi? I think I did.
No.
Mitzi, you're getting a 2-fer if I hadn't. Or a 1-fer. Do I need to go topside? Have I said everything that I need to say? For any other, fun things and who's it, what's it, you need to go over to the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. That's where the Makers Creative Collab really happens. Majority of the people that are non-YouTubers, they post over there. That's where that happens. But we've also got collage prompts, color prompts. What else? Collage, color, swaps. Now, the swaps are at the beginning of the month. So if you don't join that at the beginning of the month, then you're just, gotta wait.
SOL.
I do not know what's going on with the hair. This is too long up here. Now. So this is why it's doing weird floppy things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with my hair. I know you guys like hair updates. She loves them. They're her favorite. I'll go topside. Oh my god, and then after last week, well, she sat up here most of Friday morning crying, reading comments.
Yeah.
Because we love y'all, and I mean, it's always so amazing when it really does kind of fill us back up. And
yeah, even though we're leaking.
We're always leaking. It's a little thing. Okay. Yeah, you saw an eye roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm topside.
Topside. Watercolorists that I've been watching lately. Well, number one, Kylie Ku and her a seascape, landscape,
Skiscape. Seascape.
Seascape.
Say that 7 times.
Fast in a row. Okay, so it just kind of really, it just all seemed to come together. I kind of wanted to play around with some papers that I actually found when we were cleaning up. I knew I had them somewhere. They were uncovered in the excavation.
Oh, that's awesome, Eddie.
Oh, I don't have mine on.
Well, you can get it up if you want. While I yammer and kind of catch up with chat here. Eddie said that 49 Dragonflies watched his hop. Well, see, you tag people, they know things.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
It is, and I want Mariah to tag these people and let them know that, over here at PM Artist Studio, they have had an influence. And I really...
We've been influenced. Not that we're influencing people.
I've watched Karen Rice art a lot. Now, this Ellen Crimi, Crimi-Trent, Trent, did some flowers that I watched. And I don't know, I can't tell you how... I think if you just type in her name, that some of her listings will come up. But she did a technique that I'd like to do today, and I'm not very good at it because I don't have the patience for it. But removal. Then I watched Karen Rice art, and she did stunning special effects, and I must say they were dead gum stunning.
Is that what she said in the video?
That's what the video's titled.
You're like, hey, said and delivered.
She did rocks. Well, y'all know how I feel about rocks. So we're going to do some rocks today.
Stunning rocks.
Stunning
Rockin' rocks.
Now, I don't even have any rocks to look at, but I sort of have that vision of her rocks in my head. So I'm kind of thinking maybe, we can do some similar things with that. I do need to find mine.
I find this very hard to believe that she can rummage up a rock. I mean, aren't there little pebbly rocks in your drawer? Like, you've got rocks everywhere. There's rock. Look, there's a rock up there.
There is, but it's not especially, Oh, I found my salt.
Found it. I found it over here.
It was in it was in the watercolor bag.
I like that.
I don't know who gave us this. Who gave us this?
Oh God! Why do you do that to me? Why do you do that to me, woman?
If you know, I guarantee.
Xandra.
Xandra, who gave
She
us
put
the
me
bag?
on the spot, but I put Xandra on the spot.
Or CB. CB might know.
Yeah, Carol's here. She may know. She sat down there on the one end. Why am I just... I'm telling you, have a little... I need more water.
Okay, here I am. I need to concentrate on my...
What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. I don't know. Yeah.
Finding y'all
Hey, Monica.
on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. Claire. Yes. I think it was Claire. Oh, Kathy. Yes, Kathy's here too. Hi, Kathy.
Kathy remembers a lot of things. She's... Okay, I'm just about there, guys. It just takes me a little bit longer than everybody
it's Xander
else.
knew. Okay, good. Good. Thanks, guys.
Sunday.
This is Karina.
Oh, sorry.
She's a Haverty's design expert. Haverty's.
Haverty's. I've shopped there before. I think we bought a couch there once.
Is that where we got the couch?
When we lived in Lubbock? Yeah, Haverty's.
Oh, the big floral ones?
Mm-hmm.
Was it terrible?
Okay.
That was not furniture for Clark Scott.
Oh, God, no.
Like, he really... that corduroy kind of couch he had. I mean, that thing held up to him. He was a corduroy kind of guy. Really needed to be like Teflon.
Yeah, and
He liked his couch. He liked to sit on his couch. He liked to smoke and sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gross.
And eat toast and make
Oh,
crumbs.
God. He couldn't walk through a room without leaving a trace of whatever.
Seriously.
That's my dad.
Okay, so everybody got these two people. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
See, I've started my new little book here.
If you'd hold it up, they could really see it. I mean, they can zoom. Some can zoom, but that
Is
makes
that
it
good?
even. There we go. But I will go find those and put them in the... As you can see, she just whipped this book out, so...
Yeah, it's almost virgin. It's not quite.
But
I
the
do
fact
have,
that...
I have started some thoughts and some thoughts that I didn't thought and whatnot. And I want to make sure that you know, if you want some watercolors, I want you to go to April's.
Yes, a little creative me on Etsy. Hold that up into the technology. It has her info there. You could hold it up higher and I wouldn't be mad at you. There you go. See? That's all her info.
April is a swell, elegant person.
Yes.
I mean, you know, she's top shelf. And
You heard it here.
you heard it here. Make sure you tell her. We love her. Okay. And she's shorter than I am, and it's hard to find people that are shorter.
It is, yeah. It was weird to have somebody that's...
It was so funny. Okay. Now, obviously I've got my watercolors out here, and I'm sorry I've got my white paper. We're just going to start off, and I'm going to start off with some stuff that I found up. It's rice paper. And I want to check it out and use it simply because, number one, I don't know what it does. As far as, you know, how it takes the, how it takes paint and if it hangs in there. And I like it because it's another texture. It's a different, and this is supposed to be for Sumie, so I would imagine, and Sumie is a watercolor
Yeah.
medium, so I don't know why that wouldn't work. I really, you know, my watercolor techniques are kind of self-taught.
Oh, thank you. Darcy is rocking it. She put both links in the chat.
Seriously.
I'll tell you.
You know.
You need a raise, girl. You should talk to management.
Really. We'll try to get there.
I think we could come up with something.
Okay, I watched this woman, and this is, you know, a vile interpretation of her. She's probably rolling over and going, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure she ran right over here to watch this.
Well, she will later.
Okay.
And she didn't have one of these brushes, but, you know, I don't know why she doesn't. Because what she was doing was really, you know.
Well, maybe she does. Maybe that just isn't her jam.
It could be. And, you know, she pulls colors and makes colors. She doesn't, she doesn't like to, just
Hello, Joe.
pull them out of the tube or out of the, what do you recall that little The pan.
The pan.
The pan. Well, we've got to have some kind of yellowy orange flowers here somewhere. Oh, boop, boop. I don't know that I love this paper for this particular.
Still looking for the love on the rice paper.
Yeah, I don't know. But according to, and we actually observed it with Fran.
Yeah, you're dragging it across the.
Yeah, my nice clean surface.
Well, the watercolor's not a big deal, but
No,
you're picking it up as you drop it.
And I have a. You should always have a paper towel when you start watercolor. You need it for many things. All right. Well, you know, I don't. Let's try something else. Let's do a little bit of wet on wet, because that's what she did. I mean, she didn't use this paper, but let's slop some. Yeah, she did a little blue up here.
I also have been cleaning, Sharon, and I am also sore from cleaning.
Her legs. She said, "My legs are sore." What? You know what?
Vacuuming.
Up
We
with
cleaned the
that?
office.
Oh, that's good.
Cleaned some of the Hot Mess Izzy toy consumption. I mean, it's not a collection. It's not a. I mean, it's just. Yeah.
With Izzy. Oh, we're getting some nice little.
Hey, Kylie.
I mean, I think there's a name for that. I don't really know what it is. You know, blooming. I think it's blooming.
Cara wanted to know, what did you call that technique?
I don't know. All right, I officially think that the rice paper Sumier paper is not what I need for.
I would say the reason that, like, I mean, so Sumier ink is going to be so very highly pigmented.
Well, it's also going to be kind of a little bit stiff. Because depending on how much, you know, grading of the stick that you do there, and then what you do is you have graded washes.
Oh, hello, luxury card store. Tell us your name. We'd love to say hello.
So you put it in the lightest color, and then you stick your tip in the really stiff.
Stick your tip in really stiff stuff.
In the stiff stuff. And then that's what creates those stroke gradations. Okay? Well, I don't really, I don't have my Sumier. I do know how to do it, and I like to do it. But we're going to just leave that for today.
That's a different thing.
Something else.
We're supposed to be watercoloring.
Yeah, we're watercoloring. Yeah. Okay, this is paper that Xandra, and she might be able to tell you where she got it. She probably told me, but you know, I was excited.
Well, there was a lot going on. Like,
Excited when I got it that I probably just had a brain fart and it, you know, went to the synapses shut down and whatnot.
oh, her shirt, yeah.
Oh, this is the one I wore back from Baltimore at the airport.
Yeah, the
I had a shirt on because, you know, you're either hot as hell or you're freezing to death on an airplane. Very rarely can I say I've been comfortable. It's an either or. Now, you know, as far as that, I'm leaning towards, I like cold a lot better because you can put some more stuff on and grab your. But anyway, I went through the, you know, thing there and everything. And I had my pajama pants on.
you need to get to the bottom because, you know. There you go.
Okay.
There.
So I've got my shirt on, my white shirt, long sleeve shirt. And so the little girl that was checking me out, because I still had vitamins, and they'd gone clear down in the bottom of my pants.
And she wears.
And the pockets go almost to my knees.
You're looking in the camera like now you're just talking to.
Just talking
you're
to
good.
my
now
shirt.
Sit, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So somebody there mentioned, boy, those are deep pockets. And Mariah told them that they were men's pajama pants.
I was like, because that's how she rolls.
Yeah. So I got my, and she's leaning over and she says, "Is it okay if this sweet little girl pat you down?" I said, "Oh, honey, of course it is. You just get right after it." And she said, "What does the rest of your shirt say?" And so I opened up my shirt, and she just
just loved
it. She just loved it. So, you know, that was the TSA people there. We loved them. They were a lot nicer than the Frontier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how many times can you say that? Okay, enough of that. Anyway, Xandra, back to this. It is, and as you can tell, it's off-white. It's a cream colored onion paper. I cut it up into these panels because what I envision it becoming is a little flip-up thing, you know, that you put down over it, because it is transparent. I mean, you can actually almost read through it.
And I missed if Xandra said what kind of paper. Hi, Maya.
And she said you can actually still buy it. And we haven't had very good luck at finding, yeah, that kind of thing. All right, I'm going to grab my other little brushes up here.
You know what an awesome chat feature would be? Is if I could just choose just comments from certain people. That would be a brilliant feature. Like if you could just...
Oh, Sonia says, Kylie Koo Studio. Yes. Okay, and we might even, you know, I don't know, we could do a really elongated kind of... I'm not really a very good landscape person, but we can give
that's not
give
true.
it a whirl.
Now, she's not like if you want like realistic, no. But interpretive.
Yeah.
Abstract.
Abstract. There you go. Okay, so we just have to make a little cloudy kind of hoop-de-doo thing going on here.
Oh, and luxury card store is Eula. Well, welcome, Eula. And
that's a lovely name. I love
and
it.
Leanne is here. A crazy dragon. I saw you earlier, and then I was like, I need to say hello, but then...
Okay, and I really liked Kylie Koo's idea of her mountains that broke up the horizon line and whatnot there. Because the problem with my, you know, water business going on here, and I don't know what color that is. Oh, that's dark blue. Well, that's kind of a nice color. That might be a nice little mountain range there. Or, you know, at least a landform in the background there. Mix a little green in with my...
Hello, Cherie. Hey, Gayla.
And I think it's going to, you know, go up there. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to have a whole bunch of... I like this onion paper. I like it a lot better. And see how it's kind of pooling up there? That's fun.
Well, we do not use StreamYard. We are a Streamlabs desktop user. And I wonder, there's a lot of features in there. I'm always just afraid to mess around with things.
Oh, I don't like black.
Because I finally got them working to a point where I feel very comfortable about running everything.
Okay, and we want some kind of foamy sea business going on here. Foamy sea, you know.
You see?
See? Now, what color is that? Oh, that's some of that. That'd be a nice color back there. Okay, this is fun. Just kind of doing some different colors of water here. And then we finally hit the beach down here. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Tricky beach.
Hey, Lori.
Because I want it to be sandy, but I don't want it to be...
Yeah. Chris Cluey says that she uses Colby Bloom books for landscaping.
What? What is it?
Colby Bloom is a person.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't know that. Okay, well, this is kind of a rocky beach. In Alaska, we don't really have, like, beaches.
Yeah, it's more, yeah, rockscape.
Yeah.
Break your ankle.
I need to get some orange in here because I'm going green.
Oh.
I'll get there. Now we've got, you know...
I'm a little afraid
we've got an algae bloom. Go on. Can you guys see me mixing this color up here?
Yes.
Oh, and is it making you slightly?
I mean, you almost like, you know, nailed it, like on lining everything up there. I mean, I'm pretty darn impressed.
Okay, so that's orange. I want to get that down to a brown, but I want to thin it out with water. I don't know that that's what I want. Okay, so here I've got my little test pieces here. I cut this off because this paper is 14 inches and I can't cut that on my present cutter. Okay, that's kind of pinky. Okay, so all I got to do is just, you know, pull over a little bit of that green that I got going on there.
Is that a happier place
Is that
for
sand? Not quite yet. Oh, that's getting there. That's kind of sandy.
It just depends on which beach you're going to.
Yeah, true. Okay, I'm just going to mix some water. Ooh, yellow.
That's definitely sandy.
There we go. There's a landscape. Sort of, kind of. Okay, I'm coming back in with some of my just straight, almost straight color here because I think it's gonna, and I don't want to hit that down.
Angela.
But look at that ocean coming in there, you know? Now come on. Well, my next problem is going to be removing this from the table without a lot of. Okay, I got a plan.
Oh, thanks, Martha. And yes, it really was. It was a great hop. Kathy says, love it, P. That's high praise. Kathy's a lovely watercolorist.
Yes, she is. All right, look at that. I got that over there on that stuff. Just took sweet.
Are you freezing?
Am I freezing? Well, I'm not freezing, but I'm not hot.
Okay, well, I'm turning this thing down because
Okay.
my little toesies are, and I got my scarf on and everything. I'm cold.
Well, it's all of this vigorous watercolor activity that I've had going on here that, you know, I've kind of warmed myself up. Okay, officially, I like that onion skin paper for that watercolor effect.
Yeah.
And I could even give that to Mine. She could even use that as a flip up in her seaside book,
Yeah.
in your ocean.
Oh, we need to show. Abby,
yes.
Abby sent us. She didn't leave a note, so we're really not sure, but it goes great with the Seaside Journal. Here. So thank you, Abby.
It goes
It's
perfectly.
so wonderful.
Okay, and I love these little
I'd say that they're embossed candy wrappers or foil.
well, I
or
thought that they were the little thing that sometimes goes around jars, you know, that little,
maybe.
and she cut them out and used them. Isn't that wonderful? Look at, it's the stages of the moon.
Hi, Susan.
The stages of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's all kind. And she's got some paper towel going on here.
Love that.
And look at these little ribbons that she's got. And
I
obviously,
haven't used my
you know-
paper towel stuff in a while.
Yeah, I know.
do that.
And I've got some of Izzy's.
I have a whole
that she
box
gave me.
behind me. Oh yeah, and she's given us something.
Yeah.
Hers are very intense,
Yeah.
intensely colored.
Oh, and I hate this when this happened. Where, you know, I wasn't paying attention to where I was washing my brush out, and now both of my waters are
I was wondering where those
Or
little
poop.
jars went.
poop water. Okay, can you fetch me clean water?
Oh sure,
My other water is really.
I live for fetching.
Thank you, bless your heart. Okay, so let's just dive in here. I want to get down a whole bunch of stuff. I want to get down a, kind of a bluish background, and I want to get it down kind of like on this side. So this is kind of what Ellen did. Okay? Thank you, Mariah. And then she wanted some kind of, just keep going. I don't know, what about this brush? It's kind of stiff. And here is a brush that this brush is actually about the same age as Mariah. I want to go with a little bit of kind of this pink stuff here.
Oh yes, how did all of our California people fare in the hurricane? Well, and Rhonda's not. Is Rhonda not here today?
Oh no.
I wonder if she had to deal with some stuff. She said that they were all prepared. I did reach out to her the other day and ask her, hey, you know, you guys all prepared? And she said yes. She was gonna. She had all of her gel printing stuff ready. She was gonna ride out the storm with gel printing. Something like that. Devin says that's one old brush. It's holding up well.
It is. And this onion skin paper really probably is not the best for this here technique, because it's just kind of wishy-washy and whatever. But you know, I don't know. You can come back in once it dries and get some stuff going on there. But it's, yeah. Let's just look. I really like this.
Hey, Nadine.
Wish I hadn't have gone so, you know, heavy duty on the
the blue.
On the washi. All right. Now I've got one more novelty paper here, and then we're gonna really. I've got some watercolor paper cut. So I've got this paper that can you see the little plant thing there? I've had this for a long time and I've never used it. And I might just end up using it as, you know, like that extra page in your book that you want that you didn't want anything on, right?
Hey, April. We've been talking about you. Did you know?
Were your ears?
Did some people tell you?
I don't know. I'm just going to try to get some little flowery things going on here that might look a little bit like flowers. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Depends on who you ask.
Seriously. Atmospheric flowers.
Atmospheric.
I want to get one on the side there. I'm going to get some stems here in a minute. Just don't worry about it. Okay, that's 4 flowers. That's a bad number. And maybe we need something a little more. Oh, we need purple. Well, that turned into brown.
Yeah. Yes, Darcy.
What?
She says it's Josh wrangling Yupo bits today. I hear scraping. Yes, that's what that noise in the background is. Boy, oh boy, we missed him during the week. Because everybody's back to school now. So, he can only come once on the weekend. We've told him we'd pick him up from school, but he hasn't been down with that. Now, that's lovely. I think this is the best thing you've done so far.
Well, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right, let's get us some greens mixed up over
So
here.
sorry to hear that, Diane.
What is it?
The smoke. I mean, there's fires in some places, tropical storms in others. I mean...
All right, I'm turning this around so I can get to my... I need to mix up some greens here.
Well, Sharon, I mean, if you guys, you know, just regular postage, if you just send it in, if it's just a regular size piece of mail, you don't have to sit, unless, of course, you do want the tracking. That's when things get real pricey.
What are y'all talking about?
International postage.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's something you can just put in a letter-sized envelope. And even then, I used to get away with kind of the smaller ones, the 6-9, yeah, the kind of catalog style envelopes, as long as they aren't too thick. you can still sometimes ship those just with regular postage. And they get there faster because they don't have to go through customs. Majority of the time. That isn't true all the time.
Okay, I'm just going to leave that at that because I don't think more is necessarily going to be better. That wasn't horrible.
No, my favorite so far.
I just gotta. I'm running out of flat surfaces over here. Hey, my
Did you put your?
seascape's looking pretty good. Look, folks.
Where's your crossboard? Why don't you have your crossboard on there?
Because it has a lot of stuff on it that I didn't.
We haven't gotten through yet.
Yeah, I mean, my problem is I have this, and I'm going to use some of this paper that Xander gave me. Okay, well, I've got some more of that in different colors of, whatever. I might try something. But I folded these because I think that that's probably the size of that I would use. And if it soaks through, we don't really care. Let's just get some different kinds of grasses going on here. And the thing about mixing your own green, and the Ellen Crimney person, and getting a variety of, boy, that's kind of went gray on me, didn't it? I'll get it back in the color range here.
Bring that back. Bring it back.
Is
that was funny, Eddie. I got that.
because you want some darks in there, and it's like she said, if you get the stuff straight out of the bottle,
It's not as interesting.
it isn't as interesting, and it's just.
And that's what you say about the acrylic paints all the time, too.
That's what I say about the acrylic paints all the time.
Mix them up.
Mix them up. Don't be afraid to get a little.
Yeah, don't be afraid to have your watercolors questionable. Of what color is what anymore.
And don't forget if you, don't make X's, please. But I just made an X. But don't be afraid to get some different stuff going on there. Okay. Now let's add some.
Oh yes, Kathy Arbor shows watercolor techniques every Tuesday. She live streams.
Who is this?
Kathy Arbor.
Oh.
She's come by here a couple times.
Yeah, I think she's one of the ones that I used to talk about. Now I've mussed up my yellow here with green, but we'll have some kind of yellow-green flowers. That's okay. And I always say, add a bit of red in there somewhere. A little lupine here. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Get some little vertical things going on because little centers in those little flowers. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of,
Yeah.
that. Hook our stems up to our flowers.
I use watercolor just to, color things. That's how I use it.
I think we need something purple. That's what we're missing.
In case y'all wanted to know. It's like sprays in a solid form. Man. What do you do with the mulberry paper? What do you do with the mulberry paper?
Okay.
Sorry, I have shanties on my mind. She plans on making a book with these. She's making a flower book. Or she's going to make a flower book. It's in a bag right now.
Yeah.
She's bagged it. We're halfway there, y'all.
Okay. I think this is looking very interesting. The Sumier paper. Just from an abstract,
Mm-hmm. It's still just not going to do what you want it to do.
Well, I just need to get my stuff going, you know, like thick enough.
Yeah. Watercolor like I would. See, I do. I always say that. It just doesn't have enough oomph for me. She's like, it's watercolor. I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. It's too blah. Carrie likes to use the watercolors to create reverse coloring book backgrounds. I don't know about that, Michelle. No, currently this one right here is the rice paper. And it's kind of cheapy stuff. It's not fancy.
It's half raw.
Half ripe.
Whatever that means.
I know. We don't really understand what that means. I think this is the stuff that Fran was using like a while back. And we were like, what are you talking about? Because it wasn't the same stuff that she was able to get, we weren't able to get. Kylie says she loves what you're doing.
Thanks.
She said that on the last one. I don't know about this one.
Oh, come on. This is a good one.
It's getting there. Yeah, the key with this is more paint, less water.
I love that little flower right there, and I am going to be really irked if I suck in some stuff and mess it up.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, it takes two people to do a watercolor. One to paint, and the other one to hit them over the head when it's done.
Yeah, and one to say, stop scooting it across there because you're going to just scoop up the blop blop. Bleep blop bloop.
And this is new paper, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get to the water. Well, no, first I
Hi,
want
Sandra.
to... Hi, Xandra. I'm using a lot of your paper today.
No, Sandra. But
Oh,
Xandra's here.
Xandra's there, though.
Yeah.
Now, what did I do with that? No.
Yeah. A lot of this paper was given to us by Xandra at
Okay,
the retreat.
this is what we imagine is similar to Paycon.
Bye, Kylie.
Did she give up on me?
She's got some tattles that need peeling for dinner. I don't know what tattles are, but now I'm very interested in that. Is it some kind of green?
I don't know.
No, well, if it needs to be peeled, it's some kind of peeling thing.
I want this to be this way, but I don't have room for it. So I'm just going to have to, you know, make it work this way. This is that,
taters. Oh, taters.
This is that paper that is the same or of similar quality. I think it's sulfite drawing paper. But sometimes the reason I like it is because it's you just get different stuff going on with this that you would not get in, you know, fancy watercolor paper. And it's not meant for this necessarily.
It's getting better, Kylie. Now it's tatties. Equal potatoes. LOL. Still watching, listening. Just now. Okay.
This kind of looks like celery, you know, that's bleeding out.
It does. Or it's rhubarb.
I absolutely love this brush. And even when it blobs out or whatever, I think it's kind of wonderful. I really do. I want to get a bit of dark, different red into this business going on here. Kind of.
Ooh.
You know, make it a little bit. And I don't want to get too carried away there. Just allow the water to work for you.
This is the Dagger brush again.
This is the Dagger brush. I don't know. It's like some kind of... I think that's enough. Now I have to move it and running out of... Okay, well those are dry. That's good.
Yes, that totally counts, Martha.
And I'm going to mess with this because it was drying back here and it was just, oops, don't want to do that. And it was just in line, so I'm kind of tipping it up and letting it. Because I think once I come in with thicker, more paint that has body, and see, look, this stuff that's going on there, that is like marvelous stuff. I don't know if I've got another.
Susan says she loves me a Dagger brush so versatile with mark making.
It certainly is.
You might even say it really just slices through things.
Okay,
I've got to entertain myself somehow, y'all.
Moving the very liquid water.
I can get you a link, Sonia, if you want one.
All right, now we're going to start with some actual watercolor paper. And this is some more that Xander gave me in Baltimore that I came home with. So this is, you know, it ain't flimsy. Mm-hmm. And I'm not one of those. What?
Carrie says, is that a stab at humor, Mariah? Why, yes, it is.
Okay, I'm just going to put some kind of sort of dirty water on here. It's pretty clean, relatively speaking. And then we're going to get into some, you know, see what happens here as far as...
Oh, that was good too, Paul.
Well, I sort of like, y'all know I like to play in the puddle business.
She's a puddle player.
I'm a puddle player from way back. This is just really such a wonderful brown
Ooh, did you see that?
color. Isn't that wonderful?
Kind of fireworky.
Yeah.
I kept the camera up high because then you can see the colors that she's, you know, working in. Otherwise, it's kind of like, it's a tricky situation, you know.
It really is.
But she'll go back through them here at the end once they've dried up and can be, you know, moved about. Okay, you talk to the difference between cold and hot pressed watercolor paper.
One's smooth and one's grainy. Or, you know, it has
Think of, okay, hot press being iron.
kind of like
It's
orange
smooth.
peelings.
Cold is going to be bumpy, like you've got, you know, goosebumps. Somebody said that, and I was like, oh, no, I can remember it. Can't remember who said that, but...
Yeah, me either.
It was said here somewhere in a chat at one point.
Okay. I'm really liking this. I'm going to come in here and give a little nod.
The cold press is also really great for those granulating, or is it granulating?
Yes.
Granulated paints, because they have a place to kind of go and, you know, hang out, which is really cool. So they bunch up in there. Well, I would love to say that I came up with that, but I did not. I just cannot remember who said it. But it was one of y'all. Yes, of course. Of course, Carrie.
Okay.
This is mixed media, meaning you can mix up your questions as well.
Oh, heavens, yes. Just...
We don't have to be specific to, you know. You know, sometimes it's totally okay. Be a little off topic.
Okay, done.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miriam.
What happened?
Her back is killing her.
Okay, well, I want you to
Oh,
lie
goodness.
down on the floor. Lie down flat on the floor. And then I want you to bend one knee like this. Then this knee you want to take up, and you want to gently pull it till you're starting to feel this on this side. and do the same thing with the other side.
That is if you're capable of doing those things, and otherwise we are not responsible for any, harm or whatever else happens to you. You're an adult person and can make those decisions
good
for yourself.
decisions. Yes, if that feels. Now, all right, can you see here where
We
we're
love you,
getting,
Miriam.
where we're getting? Yes, please don't hurt yourself. I'd feel horrible about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do when my lower back hurts, and I don't know if it's your upper or lower, but that does help. See the granulation that's occurring there?
Disclaimer. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to suck out some of the puddle here.
Suck it up.
Buttercup. Just because I really
If you're happy with where it's at and you kind of want it to stay that way, suck up the puddle so it just stays.
yeah, I want it to what do you call that, where it draws to the outside. I want that, but I don't really yeah, this is less is more kind of watercoloring.
Kathy Seek has some wonderful information. Watercolor paper texture increases as the poundage goes up. Example, cold press 90 pound is less bumpy than the 300 pound. That's so true just in life. Let's just say that. I was way less bumpy when I was skinnier. That's how you remember that.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right, I really like that, and I think what really prompts you to not get so literal in your composition or in your flower color choice is do something that's sort of odd and weird, because then you don't feel vested into making it a real flower, which we all know that they doesn't work anyway. Okay, so let's just try a little bit different color combination here. Let's just go with,
Oh, yes.
I love me some brown. Oh, and I know what I need.
Okay, so Carrie's question is,
Yes.
and this was something that him and I were talking about the other day. So Mariah suggested I started a blog page on his website for a project he's been working on. But what do people expect from a blog page, as he's not had one before?
Well, we got a little color mixed in there, but that's okay.
And to me, I think that you can make it whatever you want. Don't stress yourself out about, hey, I have to, blog once a day, once a week, once a month. I would say at least once a month. You could give an overview of the month and just kind of put all the things that you want. And then if you have kind of a one-off thing that you want to link to or whatever, like what we were talking about, go ahead and set that up as a separate blog. Then you can always reference back to that. And it's a great place, like especially for your videos, you can go, hey, go check this out. You guys have noticed, in the chat, I'm like, oh, we created a blog page for that. We have one about the care and use of stencils. Anytime we kind of have something that is lengthier than a just regular FAQ, like just a quick answer question kind of thing. Answer question answer. It's like, that's kind of backwards. Anyway, that's the place you can do sorts of things like that. And then the ones that Deb writes for us, because she's so super awesome, she basically does kind of overviews and pulls together everything that a lot of you guys are doing. And if we miss one, let us know, because, especially Deb, she just does this because she's super sweet and kind. And we send some stencils our way every once. I feel really bad about that.
She will work.
Hey, she says she enjoys it, so, hey. And as soon as she doesn't, then she can stop. But yeah, she pulls together and just does a little quick, talk about each one and then links out to the videos. And it's great for us because what it does is it creates searchable information, which is what the internet loves. And it loves a blog.
Information.
Yeah, it loves a blog.
there. Kind of irisy.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can just take the content that you've done in a video and just blog about that. And then that way you have both. Because then you're adding more content.
Damn it.
Sugar biscuits.
This is one of the things that I just blobbed over on something else, so I'll just mop it up with that.
There you go. It's mixed media. Your media is mixing with each other.
Well, this rice paper is a good
Mopper-upper.
mopper-upper.
Yeah, I love the coffees with Carrie. Blogs are kind of, it can be. We got to the point where, like, when we very first started, it was a lot more content, wordy content. And then it just more or less became to very quick overviews of what you would be getting in the video. And hey, go watch this video here. Or, especially like when it was a very heavy product, like not our products, we would then create the blog to put the links and everything there. Because not a lot of people will necessarily just go down to the description area. If y'all didn't notice, I love talking about this sort of stuff. Way more than watercolor. So I'm glad that Carrie asked this question.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we would link all that information there. And again, it allows you to have information in two different places. Because people may just Google, and blogs are a great way for people to search, you know, what you want to ask yourself, you know, what is it that other people are asking? Because that's usually what you're Googling about. You're asking the question, how to find something, you know, how to do something, what products to use, how best to do something. And put those keywords into your blog, and then you're good to go. We try to do that. Some blogs of ours are better than others. Like I said, the early ones were fantastic. Because we had a lot of time. Remember, we would spend days on some of them.
And you know, and I would tell Mariah, say, I don't know what's happening here, but it is not doing what I want it to do.
Yes, so I had her like actually put it in the internet, like, you know, into the website. That didn't go well. I'm like, okay, you just need to type it out for me, and I'll make it happen.
I would just get so frustrated because I don't. Was it because we were using some crap?
No.
It's just because I was stupid.
No, it's more about a patience and knowledge thing.
Basically what I'm doing here, and you know, it's hard for me to talk when I'm really happy that Mariah's over there chatting it up, because I don't talk when I'm doing this. Because my head is totally into whatever it is that I'm
It's very
doing
zen.
here.
Oh, yes. Mitzi, I will do that. Now, the one that Pete is using exactly here, I did purchase it for her, but the last time I searched it, it did not, it's like it was no longer available. But I will find you one that is very similar, because I did find that the other day. Let's see. Can I go over here?
Alright, I'm going to try to suck this large blob up down here, because the other one that I took away over here ran off the page while I was transporting. So we'll just try to. That really isn't the best absorber, is it?
Not the best absorber.
Now that's a sucker-upper there. Alright.
That makes me laugh.
And I do want to get to the point where we are removing some color. I just haven't got there yet.
There we go. So it is a 1/2-inch Dagger brush, and this is the one that I think is going to be the closest to what she has.
don't know if other people's watercolors look like these. Okay, now this is like a really ugly green, and I don't want it to be that green. I've got options. I can dull it out with the red. I can come in with yellow and make it more of a yellow green, and then I can come in with my sucker upper brush, get rid of some of this.
Oh, Paula blogs would be awesome.
Pardon?
If you want to put it on our website, you can, Paula. That's a very selfish move on my part, I'm just saying. But we would love to house your content.
Sounds kind of kinky.
She'll totally be down with it then. That's how Paula rolls.
Okay, now, in the removing of the blobby, whatever stuff, what happens here, because watercolor is, and I've got to get just exactly the right brush here.
Bye, Xandra.
It will go into areas. You don't want to overwork those, but you can then pull your puddle back in. I love that one little stroke there where redistribute your puddle, I guess I'll say.
There you go.
Redistribute, you know, whatever you've got there.
Moving the puddles.
Yeah.
Channeling them.
Channeling them. Okay. And most of the time, I think the biggest mistake people make in doing green, green's a hard color. They don't take into account that there is no such thing as this brilliant green that comes in the tube. I don't even know what it's called.
So, I watched something, and dang it, I meant to send you the link to it because they talked about that there's this one color of green that is really wonderful to use because, oh dang it, and I can't remember if it was acrylics or it was watercolor, but I really feel like it was watercolor, and maybe that's why I didn't send it to you, because I was like, well, I don't know if you really cared about that or not. I feel like I saw it on Instagram, and she talked about how the greens that usually come in sets are very difficult to use because they don't actually pick up, and this is kind of what you're saying, it doesn't pick up true, like what you would see out in nature. They're just too vibrant. It's too set to one thing, right? Am I saying that right?
You're absolutely saying it. And if you really do, and you go out and you're looking...
Thank you, Anwar. Sap green. Mm-hmm. See, somebody knew what I was talking about.
But it's a really great place to start.
Yeah.
That sap green.
Yes.
You just don't want to, you know, whip it out there and say,
Don't just whip it out. People don't like that.
And
you should warn them.
Just, you know, just don't do it.
And Devin says Kathy Arbor did a stream about that green. I'm pretty sure I saw this like on Instagram because it was a really quick thing. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic information.
And when I pick up my mucky muck over here, and you can kind of see what's happening with the mucky muck. And, you know, this may not be a flower that appeals to everyone. It's kind of weird. And
I don't know if these are happy cries that I'm hearing in the background, or...
Happy what?
Or are you not hearing? I tell you, lady.
There
Things could be happening around
you.
you.
There are advantages to losing your sight and your hearing.
I'm just oblivious. Living in my world, it's fine.
Yeah, no worries. And you know, I do consider a lot about going brown.
Oh, and Carrie, he uses the sap green in acrylics. It's one of his favorites. She must be playing with the kids next door or something. I don't know. There's some craziness happening out there in the world.
Because if you were really looking, you know, at flowers or whatever, there's also going to be shadows and things going on.
I think that was it, Leanne. Thank you. Jackson's art. In which I am so sad about Jackson. Like, whenever it happened with all the shipping thing, because their prices on their supplies and things are fantastic. But their shipping was like, holy cow. I get it, but I ain't gonna pay it. Kind of thing. But yes, I believe that was it. Thank you, Leanne.
I'm going to try to get some purple in here. Never ever make any kind of a painting without a little bit of purple.
Nice. That looks beautiful.
And you know, here we are. We're done. Now if I can just get it over there.
She's a whippy watercolorer. She just whips it out and gets it done. That's maybe what I call this. Whippy watercoloring. Playing in the puddles.
And I you know, I didn't mean to get quite that much there, but I think it's going to be okay, and I'm not going to mess it about too terribly much.
That's funny. Oh, it has come back down. Wonderful. Because I actually had an affiliate thing with them, but then I was like, well, I don't want to, because we sent some people over and they're like, oh my gosh, the shipping. And I, you know, found that out too because I was going to place an order and I'm like, okay, you know, I went to check out and I'm like, okay, what happened? What? And the shipping was more than the whole order. I'm like, yeah, that ain't cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done that before.
Yeah, whips and daggers. Fantastic, Lexi. I love it. That should bring in the right kind of people for our
Okay,
arty
well,
channel.
you can see that my water's muckied about again.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to go fix that for you?
Well, if you wanted to, I don't know.
It's up to you.
I'm good.
No worries, Naya. Thank you for coming. Oh, good. Christy, she had her knee replaced. She's recouping. I think she's doing her
Physical therapy.
Yeah, that's the stuff. PT, as people say. PT.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That stuff saved me. I was in a bad way. Yeah, like that. Just simple and, you know, kind of straightforward, and try to get a little bit more.
It could be. There could be some crossover. I don't know.
What is this?
Whips and daggers. She might get it here in a minute. And then Carrie has been practicing some painting watercolor feathers, and then finishing it with the black pen. Line work. He's not ready to share yet, though.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's things that she does. She hides them from me. Because she says she's not ready to...
It's not ready for the light of day.
For public consumption. This is very Christmassy so far.
Yeah, kind of is, isn't it?
Oh, here, yeah. Listen to this, Paula says. Eddie's white ink for her on Amazon. She's in the Netherlands. Drum roll. $53 or 53 euros
For?
that white ink. I mean, I think it's like, you know, $3 or $4 here. And then $11 in shipping. And then they'll deliver on the 23rd of September.
Crazy, crazy
I
stuff.
think we need to, like, send Paula a care package.
Gosh. I mean, what's up with that?
Well, I would say they're very you know, a lot of European countries are, you know, they'll tax the type of products that are not very environmentally friendly, or, you know, there's just certain things. I would say that might have something to do with it. And it could even just be that the volume of product that is coming in, like just sending a one off, could be it. But the VAT taxes and things of that nature get real interesting. Oh, they sent a machine home with Christy that raises and lowers her knee.
Oh, wow.
That she's supposed to use a lot and have been good about. Oh, that's in addition to the PT. Well, yeah, because otherwise you just kind of lay there and you don't think about moving. So it does, you just kind of like need to put that thing on. It gets you moving, I would assume.
The problem a lot of times with the granulating colors, when you try to do this removal technique here, is that they are stuck in the paper.
That's funny, Colleen. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's so sweet, Carrie. Oh, look at her. See, that was smart. Get it off there before you really start moving it about.
All right, now that's not ideal to go off the page. I didn't want it to necessarily do that, but
that was funny. That one made me laugh out loud, Paula.
Now I can come in with, because it's drying up there, and add a few more blobs of color here and there, and yeah.
Oh, we didn't tell everybody that we sorted all of the stencils. I have a big old pile that I need to figure out, you know, what's going to go into giveaways. Some of that I'm going to give out to some of the YouTubers. And, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Her folders are all, like, all the same. Because that's one reason she was having troubles finding some, is they would get shoved to the back because they were little shorty folders. Size matters, y'all.
Yeah, and especially over here. Okay, I'm still trying to remove some paint. And I don't think it's going to get much better than that because of the... But you can see what I'm talking about. Now, I don't pretend to be a fabulous watercolorer. I like to...
She's a puddle player.
I'm a puddle player. That would be my technique.
Thank you, Devin. So finally what happened, so I'm sitting on kind of the side chair, and P's futzing about with her folders, and finally she goes, oh my god, you just need to come over here and do this. This is your thing. I'm going to sit over here. So it worked out perfectly, and she was exactly right. It was like, I'm like, okay, I got this. And I made it happen. And she's like, oh, you're done. I'm like, yeah, I make things happen, y'all. When I was definitely in a cleaning zone the last 2 days. Oh, yes, exactly. Devin says, gorgeous, gorgeous painting, P. I could see adding pen work to this once dry.
And a lot of times I do that.
Yeah.
And you just have to
let it dry. Hey, monkey.
Let it dry. Well, I'll tell you what, this onion skin over here is just not
having it.
Not having it.
I think it's meant to type on.
I think you're absolutely right.
Or
Well,
pen.
You know, I don't know what, whether we're just going to, I've got pink water now. Thank you. And I don't know, you might want to, this is looking a bit swampy, and as long as you're going, I guess you could go ahead and
Oh, sure.
change out
Yeah, that's great.
my dirty water as well.
I'll look for it.
Now, I haven't used any of the colors from the little tin that April gave us in Baltimore. And you can see them here. All right, they correspond like from left to right here. This would be this one, this would be this one, this would be this one, right? Now, I didn't let these dry before I just tossed them into the bag, and we have a bit of contamination there, so that green that's there probably isn't going, it's going to be contaminated with a bit of whatever this is, just because I was not paying attention to what was going on. Thank you, ma'am. Now, that paint that you see on the thing there is dry. It's not. So, okay, let's just do some now that we've got some clean water here. I'm gonna, go with a little less water.
Oh, wonderful. Hey, Rhonda. She had to fix some yard stuff.
Oh.
It's been a non-event so far. That's good. Okay.
Okay, just got some water down there. Let's see if we can. Okay, this is blue, hopefully. Well, see, I mean green. Okay, this is more of a, I think they call it fur. I can't remember. But we don't want to just leave that out there. All right, we've got some nice. Oh, that's just bloody marvelous.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately, Susan.
What is it?
Fasting. Cause she does the whole fasting thing.
Okay, I want to get some really.
What paper is this one?
This is watercolor paper.
Oh, Tam's loving this one. What do we do with all these paintings?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not being. Okay, now let's come in here and see if we can get some lifting. Not so much. Not so much. Okay. I don't mix purple either. I mean, I like to mix purple. I don't want it straight out of
I was
the...
going to say, what are you trying to say there, lady?
Straight out of the...
Mm-hmm. Those kids are going crazy.
Okay.
Do y'all hear it? She doesn't.
I don't hear it.
I mean, I can usually see it in the little, sound thing that I watch over here, but...
Okay, we're just going to continue on with our wonderful flowers here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do have some gel prints to pull that are, on the...
Kathy says these will make great card fronts. And somebody who's going to make them cards.
All right, so let's get in some greens down here. Try not to drop it on the paper.
Hi, Candy. Now this little set, I should go ahead and put April's information here. 1 second, I will do that. Sorry, I'm kind of just falling down on the job here. 1 second. April. Because this little tiny set, I don't think that April sells the little tiny sets, but she does have the smaller little half pans that you can put into those travel sets if you so want to, like the one that's like right above there, over that way, right there, because those little ones in that tiny tin are similar, some of the repeats of the ones in this one right here. I don't know, it just flew at me, but... What is going on? Are they having fun? Yes.
What?
Tess goes, whining and crying and laughing and having fun all sound about the same. Sometimes. And it can go either way in a split second. Oh yes, of course, April. We love these. These are the Tiffany Sharp set. Is what P had originally gotten, I believe.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I know. You had mentioned that to me before, and I'm very, very interested in all that. I know.
What is this?
The fasting thing.
Yeah, I'm not committing to
She's
that.
not into that.
No.
She's a cereal snacker.
I understand that it's positively, good for you, whatever, but
She needs a life-altering experience in order for that to be something
Yeah.
she takes under consideration. It's a great set. It really is. Oh, the GERD, is it like water, kind of? Or is it my chair? If it's sort of running water, it's the fish tank, and it probably could use filling up a bit. It does get noisier, but we don't really notice it. It's kind of happens over time. And then all of a sudden I'll be sitting on the couch like, man, that thing is loud. I'm like, oh yeah, I need some water.
Is that what it is?
A lot of times, yeah. Well, maybe we could send these out as little notes.
Yeah.
I like this one. Violet says, P, awesome watercolor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Lynn says, P, those flowers are so nice. These could become journal tags, Carrie says.
I think so too.
She's making
you know,
flower butter.
that's where I'm kind of going with this is all right, now where's my get some
Do we need to show?
nice dark going on here.
All right, we've got about 30 minutes.
Oh, I need to pull some
Okay.
I need to pull prints. And I don't have any more room for anything back here anyway.
Just run out of room.
My room has been and I'm gonna have to figure out where to squeeze this.
Well, here, why don't you?
I can put it right here.
No, you're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, I know.
Here.
All right. Because the rest of these I cannot move them about yet.
Right.
So, FYI, before you start turning these back up and closing them up, and I know this seems kind of wasteful, but if you don't want to contaminate the rest of your colors, clean up your... Now, a lot of times I will just let these dry.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this one open and let it dry completely so I'm not mussing up my two colors there again.
Oh, she has the plan, Susan, to make another one with, like, she has the gel print and, oh, I have two that I need to post.
What is it?
The gel prints that we videoed yesterday of the reels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ones that we pulled off that... Okay. Well, I did a pretty good job there of not mussing everything about. What I love about watercolor brushes is, and one of the things that I used to tell my kids when we did watercolors is that always wash. Oh, I forgot to use salt. Just a minute. I'm going to put some salt on some stuff.
Okay.
I can't move it. But I can dribble some salt on it. I got this one thing over here. It looks like the bulb of an onion. You know, at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Ring that bell because we do this 4 times a week and we'd like you. Hopefully YouTube will let you know. But ringing the bell is the first step to that.
Now some of these are too dry, but boy, this is really working well for this one over here.
Well, we love hearing about
my
it.
rhubarb leek.
The rhubarb leak. The leaking rhubarb.
The leaking rhubarb is still leaking. I might have a little bit of action there.
That's funny.
It just clunked a big old clunk and it just...
I heard it over here.
And it rolled off, taking... This is our... I ground it up, but I've got some clunky bits in there.
Well, she couldn't find her mortar and
Okay.
pestle. Let me tell you about this.
We did find it.
I
put it
finally,
up.
yeah, it's back behind. It was back behind this stuff, and I said here. But so she did it with something else. So there's still some chunky bits.
Ah, that's hysterical.
But yeah, I heard it thunk and roll from
Yeah,
over here.
it thunked and rolled off with the paint. But that's a technique that nobody's going to be able to replicate. Okay. And we're just going to put these, I don't know where we're going to put these. Oh, I'll put them right here. Because I'm not going to use any of this stuff anyway. My landscape, I think, is almost dry.
Sonia enjoyed this very much. Might try it herself. Look at that. I like that.
I do too. It's suggestive. It's not. I think that sky's bloody marvelous. Look at that. Look at those little clouds up there with those little shimmers of pinky.
Hold it up into the technology. Let people really appreciate that.
You know, we've got a little sand duny thing down there.
Yeah.
And the water's, you know, waving up and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. Good canoe. Get rid of my well, I kind of messed up, pardon me, that page. But I'll just let it dry. I know we have some interesting stuff on it, see? What I didn't break out is the brushos.
That, to me, is a whole other thing.
Yeah, it is, really.
That's a...
You got to emotionally got to gear up for that.
It's very, loosey-goosey, willy-nilly.
And can be really mucho irritating.
Mucho irritating.
Simply because it doesn't.
And it ends up in places that you're like, oh, well, I didn't expect
Well, I
that.
didn't want that to happen. All right, well, just a quick review on what we were doing on the bricks, because I really think we kind of need to.
All roads are bricked.
Aren't those wonderful? Now, did I talk about my altered brick stencil?
Somewhat, but then you should show kind of what you've been doing to the other ones. And I have not I haven't turned the bricks yet.
Well, dadgummit, I just do not have enough room here.
Ever.
Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I started on...
Exactly, Lynn.
I'll be back with you shortly.
Okay. We're just, admiring the bricks.
Smoke and drink and
Mm-hmm.
talk amongst yourselves. Because I'm digging this dude out.
Mm-hmm. I know. It does, doesn't it? I don't know what it looks like on the other side, because this is the back side, so.
Oh, crap. Just messed up what... I'm going to be angry here in a minute.
Don't be angry.
Well, I just messed up one of my really good watercolors, flopping some stupid stencil down on it.
Sugar biscuits.
Sugar biscuits. Okay.
Just working through it.
Breathe. This is the smaller one that I just took apart.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how I done that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Can you see how it's matching up there?
It's better if you cut, yeah, but there you go. Now we can.
Okay.
Perfect.
You can see where it flipped over on my watercolors and mussed them all up. Okay.
Did you get it out?
I did.
Okay.
Feel much better now.
This is the
Okay.
little one, right?
This is the smaller one of the same, stencil. So
Yes.
the reason I did this is because I wanted to have more flexibility on where I put my cracks and crevices. Because I think one of the things that will be kind of cool is when this is done, if I come back in with a marker, a really fine line marker, and give those cracks a little definition by going along the edge. You know what I mean? So right now, what I'm thinking about, because when I look at this side, it's very different than what's on the other side, right? Everybody gets that. This is what you're going to see.
Yeah.
What I think I need here is I think I need some more, I need some variety and maybe even bring in a little purple. I don't know for sure. Here, a little bit nose.
Okay.
I don't know, you know. I'm just looking at what I have here. And right now I have a light value, mostly. I've got some darks in here. Medium values for sure. But where my bricks, where the line of the bricks are, that's where there isn't anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
I got that. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm not going to belabor that point. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to come in here with some darker, kind of grayish. Oh, good Lord. Look at this. I'm mucking up everything.
What's happening over there?
Well, watercolor is still giving.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea, Marcia.
What is that?
She's going to do some watercolors and then do kind of that neurographic type, maybe pen work over it.
I have some downstairs that, you know, we really need to photograph those. Some of the ones that I did, you know, ages ago.
I had them all photographed at one point in time.
Yeah, I don't know where that is, though.
Didn't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it. All right, this is kind of an ooshy-gushy sponge. I don't really, I've used up all of my others, and they're in there soaking and, you know, getting back there. Oh, here, look.
They're at the spa.
Yeah, they're at the spa. What I thought about, because yesterday, you know, Mariah, we didn't purchase, they sent them to us. These metallics.
Yes, and hopefully we're going to become part of one of their, well, they're redoing their artist program or something, or they're coming up with it or whatever. So, fingers crossed.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right. So I want to see what this does. I don't know that I'm going to love it, but you don't know until you do it.
That's
right?
You don't know until you know.
You don't know until you know. But it's going to come through those little spots there. Hopefully. And it's going to have a bit of...
Yes, Lygia, it is. Now, of course, P has done, you know, some of her Franken-stencil cutting to it. So, yeah, this is bricks, brick wall. You got to cut your own.
Yeah, she's not.
Well, the thing is we wouldn't be able, it would have to be smaller. I mean, I suppose we could, but it would have to be smaller for us to be able to fit it into the sheet that we can cut.
Okay, I'm going with some raw umber. I could do Van Dyke brown, but I'm going to start with this. And that area, I haven't moved my stencil at all. And when I put that down, I kind of try to blend it out this way a little bit. But see, that's catching my edge. Hopefully that's catching my edge. You don't really know until you get through and pull it up. And okay, well, we're getting some stuff through there. I would like it to be a little bit more
pronounced.
Thank you. Yes, a little bit more pronounced. So we're going to go a little, I may have to bust out the heavy body. I don't know.
Oh, Sherry, once you have joined, what will happen is basically you just log in. And then you should be good to go. But you must log in for the, and then all of what happens whenever you join Loverly or Mucky Muck on our website is once you've logged in, the discounts will show up automatically. The pricing that you see throughout the store will be that of the discount. Oh, thanks, Susan.
Now, some of this you're not even going to be able to
Bye,
see
Naya.
until we get that final color on there, right? I'm not seeing it as strong as I want it, but I don't know that I want it that strong.
Yeah.
And
it might show up more.
It might show up more when I've got that final color on. I'm thinking so.
Thank you, Darcy. I know I can't remember because there's 2 different ones.
All right, so now, I mean, that's pretty much dry. Not enough. What are we going to do for a pull color?
No, it's not a code anymore. That was the old website.
What is it?
The Artie Perks.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't have to remember a code. You just have to log in.
And that remembers it for you, right?
That's right. Because before it was really hard for us to, issue a code, do all that stuff, and keep up with it. And yeah, much easier now.
Okay, I think I want to go super, super dark. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a combination of Prussian,
Yes.
dioxazine, Prussian, and where is my Prussian? Never mind, it wasn't anything. Oh, I got that little amount of work. Prussian.
Yeah, Darcy rocks it as mod. She's...
And a tiny bit of black. Except I don't know if I'm going to need that with the... Because this stuff is like tar.
grout color, yeah, but in bricks it's mortar.
Yes, in mortar. Okay, it's going to be the dark against the light. And I don't know if I'm going to love it.
Rhonda says Prussian and raw umber make a really nice deep brown.
Oh, I've got purple here, so what I could do is I could use some... Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda.
I made you a folder for your...
Yeah, all the designers got a folder.
Okay, here's some transparent brown oxide. Has a bit of a yellow cast to it. So let's see what that does. Big old glob out there.
So which one was that?
That was transparent brown iron oxide.
Plus the diet,
Yes, this.
the dark purple.
The dark purple. All right, why are you not going? There you go. And a tiny little squeeze of... Oh, I heard that.
So I guess Brad's got them probably out in the trampoline, and they're getting watered, and
Yeah.
we have the misters on them. But that's good. She needs to get up and moving around, and I like it when she jumps. Although P sprayed her on the trampoline, that's her favorite thing. Like she tries to catch Gigi out there every time she's watering, so she can spray her in the trampoline.
All right, I don't know that I like this.
No?
I'm going to add some white.
It's a little dark.
I think it is. We'll add some of this stuff. This is like some major...
This is the vanilla, yummy smelling Stuart Simple, very pricey paint.
And very white.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot of...
There you go.
Well, and I don't want that so much purple as I want it brown. So, I've got a plan, folks. I got a plan. Some transparent red iron oxide is going to yellow that down a bit. Are we having fun yet?
Yeah, I mean, just watching you work on your brick wall. We've dropped some watchers.
We've dropped some watchers. We've
They
lost
aren't
them.
interested in your paint mixing. It's okay.
Rude.
Maybe they're like, I'll be back later when she figures it out. Is it going to be brown or purple?
It's going to be kind of gray.
Okay.
I'm liking that.
Mm-hmm. I know. I wanted to know, too. I'm glad you asked that, Lynn.
What?
There's a parade in front of Eddie's house, I guess, or I don't know.
What's the occasion?
See, and Kylie, she's holding her breath to see the outcome of this pull. Well, don't hold these. Hold on, Kylie. We're still mixing paint. I do like where this is going. It matches my shirt. Look.
Oh, it does. Now, there's going to be some weird spots there where, where I didn't get the color mixed in before it attached to the plate. Mm-hmm. You know how that is when you mix on your plate.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Something bothers some people. I think that's a nice dusky violet.
Yeah. Now, hopefully you have enough there.
Hopefully I can get my
Oh, goodness.
sprayer busted loose here.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, good Lord.
Try not to take off too much before you get it,
Yeah,
rolled out.
skating it across the surface there.
She's
ripping
gonna
up my
squeegee
bricks.
first.
Ripping up those very carefully laid bricks.
She's gonna add the distressing in the beginning, here at the end.
What in the world?
Oh, good golly, Carrie.
What?
I love this. It may be a step too far, but does P's folder system need and index, or are the stencils listed on the outside of the folder? They are listed on the outside of the folder. And here's the thing. I haven't told her this. Do you know what?
What?
I would alphabetize these. But she's got things kind of mixed up. So,
I don't even know. What are you talking about?
hold on, and I'll get you caught up here in just a second. So, but then I told her, it's a lot like I've color-coded my closet, and I've done it for Brad many a times. He does not stick with the color coding. Therefore, it is not worth my time and energy. That's beautiful, unexpected, and gorgeous.
See, you couldn't see all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was like the white on the white.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I think I called it.
Carrie says, is the mixing softening the paint below? Danger of lifting? Yes.
It is.
She rides on the, side of danger often.
I do. Always.
Not always, but often.
But remember, if you're worried about your stencil pulling up what you've got, when you put the stencil down on.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you do your brayer and you saw me have a moment of, I need to,
What's going on?
I need to take care of this. All right. I've got a potential crisis here with my brayer.
Yes. just wave it about.
And here's what happened. See that chunk of paint right there?
Uh-huh.
It had stuck to that, and it was no go.
Ah.
So this is one of the reasons you want, if you're not, real keen on cleaning off your brayer. I'm not a.
Mm-hmm.
I will take care of that, but I'm not going to subject you to that. Yeah, I think that this is. But all those other layers that are on here, who knows how many? Remember, one of the ways that I kept it from pulling up when I'd put down the stencil in different places was I used the micaceous iron oxide, which gives it kind of a little bit of a clear coat. You have a little bit of grittiness. It's very, I don't know where they come up with this. I've never been able to get that color on here, and I should swatch this out. I will do that real
It's
quick.
swatched on the side.
Oh, yeah, there.
Careful, put the lid back on.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's more what you get, and even less if you brayer it out some more. So this is creating that surface that you can then put your stencil down, and you're not going to have to worry about it pulling any paint up, because this is almost like the mealy paper that you create over here on your brayer offs.
Eddie organizes his stencils by size, big and small, because size matters. The little ones do go in the box.
I do. The little time.
And that was actually because of Darcy. Remember, we watched her thing?
This is true.
And you're like, yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Or maybe I told you how brilliant it was. I don't know.
And it really is. Now, sometimes I do get kind of irritated because when I go in and I grab, you know.
She's like, where's the little one?
Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Now.
You know, there's no perfect. There is no perfect thing. I would say that if it works for you about, 90% of the time, you're doing really well.
Look at this.
Or even 80. Yes.
Yeah, I went ahead but I kind of, I saved that last one because I really thought it was important to kind of, it's hard to see what you have when you have intermittent layers that are covered up by other layers. What helps is if it's light colored that you have down, put a dark colored piece of paper underneath it. That will help you identify what it is that you need to do. I'm hoping I get all this off here because there's a bunch of paint on here. I handed Mariah a print the other day and I said, I kept trying to, I thought it was 2 pages. I kept trying to separate 2 pages. And it was 1 page.
That's awesome, Sonia. Sonia says that her PM stencils have their own little drawer, not in Gen Pop. All my others are in a binder and plastic sleeves. See, we're always at the ready.
There you go.
I love it, Sonia. Wow. So no videoing until the parade's over, Eddie.
Do they have a marching band?
He says that it's so loud that his desktop is shaking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'd love it if a parade just happened out front here. That'd be awesome.
I know, but we don't live in places that,
have just parades.
Yeah. Okay. Canoe.
All right, well, you got 8 minutes. You want to show the rest of those other ones?
Yeah, and my watercolor. Let me check my watercolor.
Okay.
They're still oozing.
Okay. We'll show those.
Especially that one up there. I actually think it might have kind of helped at flopping that thing on it.
Oh, it helped?
Yeah. I think. I don't know. I don't have any place to put this. We'll just place it there. All right, I'm going to strip off some more.
Fireworks show. Awesome.
Okay, here's another one. Now,
She's got a real thing going between the frack and crackle and bricks.
exactly. This is going to be a good candidate for pouncing. In these areas where there's not definition or whatever, come back in with a lighter color. But I love some of the stuff that's going around the edges here.
Bring back the bricks.
And we can also add, and I don't know, what did I do with all of my, oh, I know where they are. I need to clean the edge of my plate. Got some potential for bad things to happen. The other thing that micaceous iron oxide has a bit of shimmer to it. I think you could see that.
But it's not that bling bling though.
No, it's just a nice little sheen. But I wanted to try this both ways with having the bricks behind the supposedly painted surface, and then having the bricks in front of the painted surface. And I think that this...
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice. All right.
We'll get it later.
Get it later. Put it over there. Okay, I've got one more here. Oh.
Now there's a parade going by, Susan. Here's the thumbprint, you know, speckled dinosaur weird caution tape something or other happening there.
Oh. Well,
Did you crack your edges?
I did, but I don't know what happened down there. It didn't have
Such a funny little brick. It's just, you know, each layer just got weirder.
It's got bricks on it too, you know.
Oh, that's what the speckledy business is.
Yeah. Here's the bricks.
By Martha. Thanks for hanging.
And look at the ridges in that fingerprint.
Well, now they can steal your identity.
Well, I don't do anything with my fingerprints. It's not like, you know, I lock my phone out. If people get into my phone, they're certainly welcome to it. There's not anything there that...
Good luck finding it.
Yeah, this is true.
Something fell.
It did.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, gotta show you this one.
Oh, you did this after.
Yes. And what I did is I came in and I put that solid color over and took out the bricks. Because she was the first thing I put down. You know, the Bodhisattva Buddha.
Did you look that up?
I'm not looking that up. You can look that up.
No,
everything fell on the floor. I don't know what. I just know that it's one of the Buddhas that they have in the Metropolitan Museum, and her name is the Bodhisattva.
Okay.
Buddha.
So you just knew that.
I just
you
knew.
You didn't pop that information in yet the other day. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, that it was in the Metropolitan Museum.
No, the body's.
Yeah. I think it's a more feminine form of Buddha. I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
Somebody can look that up. I don't want to do that. Okay, now we've got some options here. We can either, I think a dark color would be good, but I don't want to lose my my Buddha figure here.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to, are you? I mean.
Well, if I put dark around here,
Oh.
see, it's going to be...
Well, you should paint something just behind her and then...
Well, I kind of tried to do that.
Oh.
So maybe I should go with a light around her. Then I can go over the whole thing with dark.
Yeah.
But then that will, yeah, okay. Let's just go ahead and do that.
Eddie says beautiful prints today. Hey, will you be available later on, Eddie? I wanted to chat with you about something.
There's a brush that I need here.
Got it. Inch.
Okay, now everybody understands what I'm doing here, right? And why I'm doing this.
Y'all got questions?
Yeah. Is because I want to pull this with a dark print, a dark color, to get in between the bricks and really make them pop. But because her color is the image color is dark, I would be chancing it that she was going to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to see all the...
Yeah, Yolande, a lot of times she does this kind of thing when she does the pan pastels. Like, she'll paint it in. But yeah, you can totally do this. Now you probably want to let it dry. Because what'll happen is if you just do it now, if it's still wet, then you may even have like a streak down the middle if that's not what you want, you know. The Buddha needs to be a stamp. Okay.
I agree. I'm just making sure because the
yeah.
The image was I don't know, maybe the second generation.
Oh, so it was kind of like a ghost of it?
Yeah, because here you can see this is texture. I've already painted it red.
Yeah, you did.
Might go ahead and paint that over with white. I don't know.
I don't like that red. I like this
I do
one.
like the red.
I don't like the red.
You don't like the red?
No, I do not.
Oh.
I think it looks like that was an accident. This is
That's
my
rude.
personal opinion about the red Buddha there. Oh, hey, it's time.
Well, I have a yellow Buddha also.
She's really on a Buddha kick.
Buddha bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Stay tuned.
stay tuned.
Dun dun dun. Alright guys, well we'll be back tomorrow for Mariah Makes. I think I might remake make a variation of the little, you know, thing from the hop. You know, this little boogeroo. If y'all are interested in that. Something a little different for Mariah Makes. Kind of Monday thing. So I may do that. Let me know in the comments below if that's really something you want to do. Come back, leave comments. Thumbsy upsies if you haven't. This is the end of the stream. Thank you all for hanging out. We very much appreciate it and hope that you will come back and leave comments and do all that business as well. It's very, you know, gets the whole thing going. But get it if you don't. No worries there. But we'll be back here tomorrow. See you then. Bye.
Bye.